here in Austin, Texas for South by Southwest, and you are watching Fact TV. It feels really amazing to be able to come back to Austin and perform at South by Southwest, especially since I went to school here. I lived in Austin from like 2002 until 2006, then immediately moved to Brooklyn. At my show last night, I had this moment where I felt like I wanted to tell the audience. I was like, I live in New York, but I actually went to school at the University of Texas here in Austin, and I played my very first show here in Austin in 2003 in someone's garage. Yeah, so my showcase last night was at the Moody Theater, which is where they film ACL Live, and I was opening for Iggy Pop. Also, you know, it being my birthday, it was like, this is the coolest show to ever be asked to do. About 30 minutes before I went on stage, Iggy came into my dressing room to introduce himself, which was a very surreal moment. I was actually on the phone with my booking agent at the time, and Iggy walks in, and I just dropped the phone. I didn't even say, oh, hold on, please. I just dropped the phone and stood up. So last night just felt like the beginning of a really great adventure for me. I feel like testing out new material on the road helps you also in the recording process, because sometimes in the process of playing live, you come up with better ways of doing a song. But an interesting thing that I'm working with on this new record is I discovered patches on my Eventide H9 effects pedal that process my guitar to sound like a bass synthesizer. It is so cool and so powerful, and I'm opening my set with this new song. It's called Deep Shelter, and it starts out with this just like playing the guitar, but it sounds like this bass synth, and then there's another one that's like kind of an organ patch, and so I'm building these like beefy bass textures with the guitar, and then I'm doing, you know, more noveller stuff on top that fills out the kind of higher frequency ranges. But that's really exciting for me because I want to have as diverse of a sonic palette as possible, even though, you know, because that's the thing, I'm just one person on stage with one instrument. When I'm preparing to do a big tour like the Iggy Pop tour, or when I toured with St. Vincent, I feel like, you know, I want to be true to what I do, to noveller. You know, I don't want to try and tailor my set to sound more like the person I'm going on tour with, but I do want to kind of represent the best version of what I do, of noveller.